Hello, Web3 sellers. Today we're going to talk about the Quota Attainment Plan, aka how do I hit my quota, how do I overachieve my quota. And the reason for you to watch this video is because we're going to zoom out from your sales process and look at it from a strategic level. What are the four main numbers that you need to keep track of, what that are impacting your sales? How do you remove any stress, any tension from your process, and how do you automatize, how do you become a machine for driving revenue and for driving new opportunities in your sales process? So let's go. The four numbers that I was talking about is you should know your deal size, your closing rate, your meeting to pipeline ratio, and your outreach conversion rate. Let me explain what they mean. Everybody in sales, we have quotas, we have KPIs, we have certain numbers that we need to hit. It can be dollar numbers, it can be numbers of deals, it can be numbers of prospects, market share, whatever. I wanted to showcase these four numbers and how they align with each other. How do you understand what you're doing in sales and what it actually drives for the business? So let's say your manager or your CEO or whoever comes to, or you come to yourself and you say, okay, Nicolai, this month I want to hit 10K, or somebody tells you that you need to hit 10K and you're selling security audits, for example. So you understand that, yes, I need to sell my products for 10,000 in June. Let's jump into it. So the first number is the deal size. The deal size is the average dollar amount that you charge your customers. How do you get this number? You get your last 10 deals or your last 20 deals, you multiply them by 10 or 20, and then you get the average dollar value that clients buy from you. So in our scenario, let's say your average deal size is $5,000. So to hit your 10K, you need only 2 won deals in a month. The next number that you need to know is your closing rate, meaning how many clients you close out of the conversation, out of the negotiations that you had. You can have this number, you can find this number in your own history, like just judging from your previous deals, what is the actual closing rate. But the industry average in SaaS and in IT overall is 20%. So if you need 2 won deals and 20% is the average closing rate, then you need to have 10 deals every month, like 10 opportunities when you are speaking, when you're negotiating, when people are interested, when they're buying, because you're going to close only 2 of them out of those 10. When you have this number, then you have a task. Okay, I need to have 10 opportunities. How do I get 10 opportunities? Well, you need to have meetings with them. Well, you need to qualify that they're actually an opportunity. And then you need to know what is your meeting to pipeline ratio. Because let's say you have 100 calls. Not everyone from these 100 calls is going to be qualified and is going to progress to the later stages of the process, to negotiations with you. Not everybody is going to be interested. Not everybody is going to have money. So we need to know what is the amount of meetings that you need to have every month to produce those 10 opportunities. How do you do this? You go to your CRM, you go to your Notion, you check whatever you're tracking these deals. What is your actual meeting to pipeline ratio? How many calls did you have in last month, and how many opportunities you created last month out of those calls, or last quarter, or last half of the year? Or you can take the 23%, which is again the industry average, because you don't know this number right now. If you have 23% as meeting to pipeline ratio, meaning that your 10 opportunities, it's only 23%, then 100% is going to be 43 calls. So every month, you need to have 43 calls for qualification, for discovery, for filtering out and sorting out these 10 opportunities. And out of these 10 opportunities, you're going to filter out 2 successful deals. And the most important number is the outreach conversion rate. Outreach conversion rate is the thing that generates you the meeting. How many companies you need to connect with, or how many people you need to connect with to just get this meeting, to get opportunity to qualify, to get opportunity to sell, to actually sell. Get it? So the average for the industry is 32%. For you, it can be more, it can be less. So if we need 43 calls, in order to generate these 43 calls, you would need 134 contacts every month, meaning 134 new people that you outreach, that you get in touch with, and that you have opportunity to sell to. And now the magic happens. So if you take 134 per month and in month we have around 22 working days. I already did the calculation. It's gonna be only 6 people per day. So you need, when we say about outreaching daily and outreaching constantly, you need to outreach only 6 people every day. And if it's 6 people, and let's say you spend 5 minutes for everyone to do the research for the company, for the person, it's gonna be only 30 minutes a day. So now you know, if you're planning for your June quota attainment, now you know that to hit 10K per month, you need only spend 30 minutes per day, outreaching 6 people per day, which will result in having 43 calls per month. Out of these 43 calls, you're gonna generate 10 deals, and out of these 10 deals, you're gonna sell actually to 2. And this is what's gonna generate you this number, 10K per month. So what we did here, a quick recap, we broke down this big goal, like you need 10K per month, or they tell you you need 5 clients, or you need this or that. Every task you can break it down to small bits, to small partial steps that you can do every day. And we converted this big number of 10K that you need to have 6 people per day in outreach. It's like 30 minutes per day. If you want, you can take that. If you have 43 calls per month, per 22, it's going to be around 2. So you need 2 calls, 2 qualification, 2 discovery calls per day. Once you know these numbers, once you have this plan, once you have this understanding, you're one step closer to becoming machine, because now you know that you're hitting these numbers and you're guaranteed getting your result. After this, when you know these numbers, you can jump into finding your ICP, persona, building lead list, and this lead list is going to be this 134 contacts, and then you're outreaching and you're going through the pipeline. So you're putting more leads there, and they're like gradually sorting out, and here in the end you're going to have 2 deals. And the best part about this is about these 4 numbers, that you already know what you need to improve. Because let's take the average closing rate. If you double it from 20% to, let's say, 40%, and 40% is not a lot, it's even less than half. So like you close only 4 people out of 10, like it's totally doable. If you double this number, then it will, instead of 10 deals, you need to have only 5 deals. And out of these 5 deals, then you don't have to have 43 calls. You need to have only 22 calls, for example. And out of 134, you can have like 70 contacts in your pipeline, which is going to generate you the same number. So you know, okay, if I work on my closing skills, then I have then I just have a ton of time, because 134 contacts is a ton of work. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of dedicated work. So what I want you to know and to understand from this video is that if you don't know these 4 numbers, then you don't have control over your sales process, and you don't understand what you're actually doing. So please go find them, go find like your numbers, and understand what you need to do in June, because our month is closing. The next quarter is coming very fast, and if you do this constantly, if you adjust this system and progress, and you progress with this system, then it's gonna remove all the friction, all the stress from your process, and gonna make you a better salesperson and more happier salesperson for sure. Thank you. What I want you to do right now is click subscribe right now, and wait for more videos, because more good stuff is coming. Web3 is evolving super fast, and I just want to know and to make sure that you're still excited. It's a very good industry to be in, and what we are doing here is building new industry. We are creating new connections, we are driving the revenue, we are learning, and because we are learning right now, later on it's going to be too late to learn. When it's a bull market, it's not a good time, but right now is the best time to network, to create new connections, and to improve your skills. So I believe in you. You're doing everything all right. Let's go.